Is it on? It is on. Hello everyone, it's me. So, I just want to make a quick video, and you know how I am about rape victims and everything. Here's the thing, right now, there's a guy I know, old gentleman out in Ohio. Evil, evil man. And I was watching this guy, and it became very obvious that this guy was doing, bad things with young ladies, underage girls, and one of them being his daughter, his stepdaughter. And it was very obvious to see his actions and everything. And I was looking at this, and I was thinking, it's scary because there are so many men out there who do things and will get away with it. I knew this one guy I worked with, Frank, out of Bakersfield, and he was my age, and he was having sex with a 15-year-old girl. And he made a deal with the girl's parents and said, I'll probably have sex with your other daughters too. And they just let him. And cops didn't do anything. As a matter of fact, if you called the cops would threaten you until you'd stay out of their business. Yeah, really bad stuff. This girl, it was for a big company too. I won't say the company's name, but they went under. And it was very concerning. It was very concerning. But this guy, Frank, he was a pedophile, and it was very obvious. And he just, ugh, it was a shame. But anyway, you see all these people get away with it, and then there are gentlemen who don't do anything. And when I was watching this guy Jim out in Ohio, and seeing how obvious it is that he's a bad guy, I started to think about these girls who I've spoken with. And my ex-girlfriend Rachel, ex-girlfriend Kelly, and a suicidal girl who I was helping to try and get her life together. And all these girls are in their 20s, one in their 30s. So not all of them are in their 20s. Two of these girls are in their 20s, one in their 30s. And what's sad is I've heard the story from two other girls, so I can't remember. But so we'll just stick with three. And I'll tell you one story in particular, and the other two are pretty much almost exactly the same. That this girl Rachel was pressured by her family, asking her if this guy ever touched her or anything, because someone else started a rumor that he was having sex with young ladies, and it turned out that this guy who was starting this rumor was a very evil man and very hostile. So, because of politics and he knew the cops, he reported this guy who he did not like, who was innocent. So this girl, Rachel, she was pressured by her family and everything to say he did something, so finally she said, yeah, he did. And they grabbed that witness statement from her and got her to say it in court when the guy was not there. And that guy got something like 30 or 40 years. And I was like, oh my God, that's terrible, So what happened now? She's like, oh, he's still in prison. I'm like, well, what are you going to do? She's like, nothing. I can't let people know I lied. Like, if they find out I lied, and like, I'm sorry, yeah, you know what, you were guilty, and you're getting beaten and raped in jail, and all that stuff's happening, yeah, it's my fault, but I'm not going to get in trouble and go to jail. I was shocked. And it turns out that this is very common. When you speak to girls who are not psychologically there, which is a lot of them, you'll find that it's very common that as long as the girl says the guy did it, and she writes it down in a witness statement, that is, you are guilty. You are guilty until proven innocent if you're a male and it comes to rape. If you're a male, if you have a dick, someone says you raped them, bam, you're guilty, whether you like it or not. And I always knew it was a problem, but it wasn't until I started speaking to women and they started telling me these stories, and I'm thinking, why are you telling me this? I don't want to know this. But I've been told this so many times now by different women, two exes, and then other girls who have suicidal tendencies who want someone to talk to and crap like that. They talk about what got them to that state of mind, and it's doing that to a guy. And none of them will tell anyone what they did. I'm just here to say that for you women who did that when you were little girls, okay, like some of you were like 10, some of you were like 15. It's not your fault. It's not your fault for doing that. And yes, someone is suffering for what you did, but you're manipulated by someone else. Just tell the truth. Go out, contact a lawyer, do whatever you can. You're not going to get in trouble. You're not going to get in trouble. They're not going to press charges against you for what happened then. Okay? But there are men rotting in prison, being beaten. Like that one man Rachel screwed with, he had a wife and a really good job and 3 children. And his wife left him, couldn't believe what he did, even though he didn't do it. And this is very concerning because there is no evidence anymore. No evidence is needed. But you see these sick assholes getting away with stuff with evidence everywhere. It's disturbing and it's scary. It's concerning. But for you ladies out there, if that happened and you think it's too late, it's never too late. If he's still in prison, or it's on his record, but mainly if he's still in prison and paying the price for what you did, it's not too late. Just tell the truth. Find someone, track them down, let them know you lied, and let them know why. Get that guy out of prison. That's all I have to say. Y'all be blessed, and I promise nothing will happen to you. Nothing will happen to you. He'll be grateful, so grateful to you for doing the right thing. And a lot of you think, I've heard a lot of you say that he's going to come out and get you and this and that because no one will forgive you. You know what? When you're in prison, that crap happens to you, and you get out, you're not going to want revenge or anything like that. You know, if he gets a settlement, he'll get a crap load of money off of the people who set him up. But you got nothing to worry about. Just do the right thing. Thanks for watching. Be blessed. Bye-bye.